Hi Don, how are you doing today?
How are you doing?
I'm great, thanks. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good.
Are you feeling good to be here?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
No, not
Okay,
really.
good. I'm glad. So what brings you into counseling today?
I've been trying or thinking about going into counseling to get off of a prescription drug addiction I've been on for a couple of years.
For a couple years now?
Yes.
What type of substances do you use?
About 2 years ago, I had a back injury and they prescribed me Vicodin and Percocets for my back. And about a year ago, they stopped giving me the prescriptions. And, frankly, the back doesn't even hurt anymore, but, I've still been taking the meds, because I like it, I liked it, but,
Mhm.
I've been forced to like uh, illegally buy the pep pills on the street, because I can't get them from the doctors anymore, right?
So you
So,
said that you like the meds. What do you like about it?
uh, I don't know. It's just like a feeling that you don't have any pain, and
Mhm.
you're kind of in a nice fog. I guess is the way I put it.
You're in a fog.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you weren't using, what are some things that you enjoyed doing?
Outdoor stuff like hunting and fishing
Okay.
and things like that.
Have you noticed that since you started using prescription pain pills, that those activities that you enjoyed doing once have decreased?
Yes. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
so?
Oh, you just don't feel like doing that much when you're on them. I think I just like to lay around and on the couch and not get out of the house that much.
Mm-hmm. Understand.
So it kind of slows you down, somewhat.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So, do you have a desire to stop using?
Yes, yeah, I like to get things back to normal, I think.
So, if things are back to normal, what would that look like for you?
Oh, just to have more energy, to have more clarity, to be able to do things, take a walk in the park or going fishing and hunting and things like that.
Right.
You know, I
Sounds
used to
like things
like
you
to
enjoy.
go to football games and things like that.
Okay, that's fun. Who would you go to football games with?
People from work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you close with your friends at work?
Pretty close.
That's
Pretty
good.
close.
So, you said that you do have a desire to stop using.
Yes.
How strong would you say that desire is on a scale from 1 to 10?
Oh, probably about a 7, I guess.
Okay, that's really good.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. So you want to stop using. Are you confident that you can stop using?
Uh, yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how confident would you say that you are that you can stop using prescription pain pills?
I don't know, like a 7. I mean, I've had days where I've had gone without taking any, and then days when I've taken one, and then days when I've taken three.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I run out of them, I can go a day or two, without taking them, but I sure want them. I try to get them.
How do you feel when you go a day without taking them? Is it
Anxious.
empowering to you, or is oh, it says anxiety
Yeah,
provoking?
yeah,
Is it really hard?
yeah. You keep thinking that today would go a lot better if I had my pills.
Right, yeah, I can understand that.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're really motivated, and I think that's a really great thing. So I think that's one thing that's like a really positive aspect to your recovery. So how would you say that your using prescription pain pills has affected your family life?
Uh, oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much of a family life, so because I'm single, but and my kids are grown up, so I don't think that really is germane to me.
So your kids, have they noticed that you are using?
Uh, I think they probably I noticed. Yeah, I think they probably caught on.
How do you think that makes them feel?
Probably helpless. Thinking
Right.
that they can't really do nothing.
Mhm. Yeah, it must be really hard. So what about work? How's your work life been affected?
It's definitely hindered my work life because you're kind of in a fog and a daze. Sometimes
Mhm.
you make a lot of mistakes and you have trouble concentrating.
So have you been in any trouble with your boss?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He'll say, you forgot to do this, you forgot to do that, or you made this mistake, or that kind of thing.
Must be really anxiety provoking for
It
you.
hasn't really affected my ability of getting to work, or
Okay, well, that's
doing
good.
I can still get to work and do my job reasonably well, but I could be doing a lot better.
Right, I understand. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're really motivated. I think that's a really great thing. What about your other relationships? How has your prescription drug abuse been affecting your other relationships, like your friendships and things like that?
Well, some of my friends have their own problems, so, uh, I have a lot of my friends that, abuse alcohol and marijuana and drugs too, so.
Is that really triggering for you?
Yeah, because, if I wasn't around them people, would probably be better off, right?
Right.
Right.
Do you have friends that don't use?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How does it feel to be around them?
I mean, it's fine being around them too.
Mhm. Do you think it's helpful for your recovery to be around people that don't use?
Oh yeah, most definitely because they're people that have their own problems aren't going to be as sympathetic to you with your problems.
Right. So you find support in people that don't use?
Right.
Okay, that's great. I think that's really awesome. All right, so how do you think that your health has been affected by your prescription drug use?
Probably I gained weight and I'm not as energetic. I don't feel like going out and exercising and doing things like that.
Is exercising a good coping skill for you?
Yeah. I used to like to ride a bike and do things like that.
Okay, well, that's interesting. That's really good. So do you think that getting back into exercising could be a coping skill that might even be able to replace your prescription drug use?
I don't know about that, but it's because especially in the winter.
Yeah, it's hard in the winter.
It's harder to exercise in the winter,
Mhm.
than it is. But definitely being out in the fresh air and doing things, it makes you feel like you have more clarity.
Right, and you said that clarity is something that you get
Right.
on the drugs as well. So I mean, that
Right.
could possibly be a healthy alternative for
Right.
you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that you need to grow in.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you need to focus on. Maybe that's a potential, coping mechanism for you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that tomorrow morning you woke up and you no longer had any desires to use prescription drugs, and prescription drugs was no longer a factor in your life. What do you think will be the first thing that you notice that would change?
Oh, not worrying about where, how you're going to get more pills, and that anxiety and the money, they're very expensive. They're like 30, $40 a piece,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you end up spending, $60 to $100 a day,
Oh, wow.
So, that's a strong motivator.
I was
is
going to
the
say
money.
this. It's got to be a really good motivator.
Right.
Okay, well, that's great. All right, well, thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.